Half of 2018 is gone. What have you realized this year so far, either in your personal life or music career?
That's a good question. I don't know. 2018 has been about like a lot of discovery for me. I'm figuring out that like I don't have it all together and that there's just so much more meaning to like life and my career than like I don't know, than what is just reflected through taking a picture or than just answering one question even just like this. It I start to space out and think super deep because I'm still in the middle of figuring it all out.
You don't have it all together. What do you mean by that? Can you explain?
I used to think I just had all the answers to everything. Like this is how you do this is how you get to this point. And I'm starting to set new peaks for myself and just, I'm starting to cancel that word actually in 2018. That like, your peak should be death. Like you should honestly just keep going hard and set new standards for yourself. Be willing to reinvent. If you feel like you've maxed out one idea and you feel like there's no further way to make it better, then just create a new idea and go crazy with that one too.
Now, you mentioned death here. Do you think about death?
Not as a constant like factor to my decision making or anything like that, but I'm fully aware and I know that it surrounds us. I know that you never know your last moment. Those are the things I think about when it comes to death. So I may think about it every now and then and say, okay, so today needs to be meaningful. What will make today meaningful? Because I might not wake up tomorrow. It's just the reality of it. When people are gone, it's usually out of expectation. So that's like the only time I really think about it. I'm not like, I don't think it's following me or anything.
Are you afraid of it?
That's another thing about like answering about 2018. Like, I just don't know about it. Like, no one has the answer. So it's mysterious, it's eerie, but it's not necessarily a fear. It's just I have questions that just don't have answers.
What do you think happens or believe happens when someone passes away?
The first time I really thought about it, like with like a vivid thought process, was when I was in Jamaica. I was what was I? What do you call it? Um, Zip lining.
Okay.
I was terrified to do it, and the first one was super simple, just a big thrill, like you feel full of life. But the second one, I was above tree level. There was no turn. You couldn't go back. Um, and it was just a platform that, okay, so there was a tree and there was a platform in the middle, like a square you stand on, but there were no walls, nothing like that. And I just kept thinking, like the constant thought, I was afraid at this moment specifically. And I was thinking if I were to fall, what that would feel like. And I just had this very vivid depiction because they say when you die, um, you what's the drug that activates in your mind? A DMT activates, and I've done research on DMT just because I'm living vicariously. I don't want to really take drugs, but um, they say it sounds like the most real high ever. So I started thinking, what would the realest high be for me? And I felt like if I fell at that moment tragically, that at that moment my skull, I guess, opened from the impact. I felt like I would see space. That was the first thing I thought I would see. Stars. I would float, and I would pass. I would go through everything that has been created. I would have a first-hand visual of everything created, even if I don't get to see like every life form, every human's face, or every animal. I thought more so about the different color skies, the different atmospheres, the different gases. I feel like that's what you see, and there's no sense of time. Like it could be the equivalent of 5 minutes of like watching a show or something, or watching this interview even. Like it could feel like that, but if you were to snap back from it, I feel like it would have felt like a lifetime. So that's actually what I thought about it, and I actually think about that every now and then. Actually, like whenever something I feel like is risky, like let's say I'm in a shaky car ride, I started thinking about that same time I was in Jamaica. I think about that exact same memory of what I thought death would be like. So I always have an answer to that, strangely enough.